Hi everyone, as you know, I start my video by saying the beautiful quote. So today also I have a beautiful quote of Bruce Lee, as he said, I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Welcome back friends, I wish you all are doing well. Today I have come with new story for you. So before I start the lesson, let me tell you something. If you are visiting my channel first time, then you have to know something about the lesson. Because I found a new way to improve your English communication skills with lots of new vocabulary without facing any problems. As you know, we need 4 things for improving our English: listening, writing, vocabulary, and speaking. And these all things I have added in this video. So I am sure if you watch my daily video, you can improve your English very soon. This video has 4 steps. We will listen. Firstly, we will listen a short story very carefully. And the second step we will know some new vocabulary from that story. And the third step we have answer and question season. In that part I'll ask some question which will be taken from the story, and then I'll give you 1 minute to write your answer in a comment box. Then I'll show you answer on the screen. That's why you have to listen to me while the saying story very carefully. The fourth step and the last step we have make strong your confidence and listening ability. For this purpose, I'll give you 1 minute to say the heading, which heading will be best for the story, as a moral of the story or as a topic for that story. And these all things are dependent on your listening and focus. So let's start our first part of this video, and that is short story. So first we are going to listen to the story. It starts now. There once was a little boy who had a very bad temper. His father decided to hand him a bag of nails and said that every time the boy lost his temper, he had to hammer a nail into the fence. On the first day, the boy hammered 37 nails into that fence. The boy gradually began to control his temper over the next few weeks, and the number of nails he was hammering into the fence slowly decreased. He discovered it was easier to control his temper than to hammer those nails into the fence. Finally, the day came when the boy didn't lose his temper at all. He told his father the news, and the father suggested that the boy should now pull out a nail every day. He kept his temper under control. The days passed, and the young boy was finally able to tell his father that all the nails were gone. The father took his son by the hand and led him to the fence. You have done well, my son, but look at the holes in the fence. The fence will never be the same when you say things in anger. They leave a scar just like this one. You can put a knife in a man and draw it out. It won't matter how many times you say I'm sorry. The wound is still there. Moral of the story: control your anger and don't say things to people in the heat of the moment that you may later regret something in life you are unable to take back. And like this, we have completed listening part. And let's go second part of this video, and that is vocabulary. So we have some new vocabulary from that story, as we know. So our first word we have temper. That means temperament and disposition and mood as well. And the next word we have hammer. That means hit or strike with a hammer. Forcefully pursued. Argue strongly. Defeat. Beat in competition battle. Ecstasy. And the third word we have fence. That means railing, hedge, sport of fencing, ability to argue, one who sells stolen goods, vertical obstacle in show jumping, sport. These all were meaning of fence. And the fourth word we have gradually. That means slowly but surely, cautiously, gently, gingerly, and piecemeal, also little by little, bit by bit, inch by inch, by degrees, progressively, systematically, regularly, steadily. Okay, and the next word we have pull. That means grab and draw away, also drag, tow, remove, take away, stretch, extend, tear, rip. And the sixth word we have regret. Feel sorrow, feel remorseful, also rue. With this last word we have completed vocabulary part as well. But it was very short story, that's why we are going to start another short story, and then we will know the answer and question, cause our purpose is to improve our listening and vocabulary ability. So let's start next story. In ancient times, a king had his men place a boulder on a roadway. He then hid in the bushes and watched to see if anyone would move the boulder out of the way. Some of the king's wealthiest merchants and courtiers passed it by and simply walked around it. Many people blamed the king for not keeping the roads clean, but none of them did anything about getting the stone removed. One day, a peasant came along carrying vegetables. Upon approaching the boulder, the peasant laid down his burden and tried to push the stone out of the way. After much pushing and straining, he finally managed. After the peasant went back to pick up his vegetables, he noticed a purse lying in the road where the boulder had been. The purse contained many gold coins, and note from the king explained that the gold was for the person who removed the boulder from the road. Moral of the story: laziness won't get you anywhere. And now we know new vocabulary which was used in that story. So our first word we have ancient. That means person who lived in the distant past. And also member of an ancient people, such as the ancient Greeks. And the second word we have boulder, that means large rounded rock. And the third word we have bushes, that means perennial plant which has woody stems and branches and ranges in height from very low to the size of a small tree. Shrub, wilderness, outback, tuft, manor leg. And the fourth word we have wealthiest, that means rich, affluent, abundant. And the fifth word we have merchants, that means seller, marketer, trader, retailer. And the sixth word we have courtiers, that means one who attends a royal court. Also a person who attends a royal court and companion or advisor to the king or queen. And the seventh word we have peasant, that means farmer, agriculturist, rustic, person who lives in a rural area, hillbilly, ignorant person. And the eighth word, and this is last word, burden, that means load, weight, capacity and volume. Friends, don't think much about that. There are many new words. How can we remember and memorize? I'll give you in this video some trick how to memorize new vocabulary easily. So don't skip video and properly watch this. It will be very useful for you. And don't skip even a minute and second. Okay? I'm going to ask some question from those two stories. So first question we have, why did his father give him a bag of nails? And the second question we have, what did you learn from first story? Okay. And the third question we have, who put the boulder on a roadway? And the fourth question we have, who got the gold coins? And the last question we have, what did you learn from second story? Friends, you have only 1 minute to write here your answer in the comment box, and then when 1 minute will complete, I'll show you answer in the screen, and then I'll read you because I wanted to you listen. This is our purpose of this video. So let's start. Your time starts now. By the way, friends, your time is over now, and now I'm going to show you answer on the screen, and also I'm reading. Okay, so first question we have, why did his father give him a bag of nails? So answer is cause he had a very bad temper. And the second question we have, what did you learn from first story? So answer is control your anger and don't say things to people in the heat of the moment. Okay. And the next question we have, who put the boulder on a roadway? So answer is the king. And the fourth question we have, who got the gold coins? So answer is the peasant who removed boulder from the roadway. And the last question we have, what did you learn from second story? So answer is laziness won't get you anywhere. And the fourth step, and this is last step of this season. So I'm going to give you 1 minute to write here heading for this story, which will be best as a topic or moral of this story, or what did you understand by listening to this story. You can put here your opinion. This part help you to increase your confidence level and also your listening and understanding power. So let's start. Your time starts now. Friends, as I told you, I'll say you how to memorize new vocabulary. So the best way from my point of view for memorizing new vocabulary is make sentence by using that vocabulary. Like in this story, we have 14 or 15 new words. You just go comment box of this video and write there 15 sentence by using these words and send me. For example, we have one new word, boulder. So you can use this word in sentence like I saw a boulder while going to my college. Okay, like this you use 15 words in different sentence. This way will be very useful to improve your vocabulary. Just do it, continue only 15 days. I'm sure you will improve your English in some days only. And now we are going to have fun. I have one joke for you, and this is also help you to improve your English. So let's start. The teacher to a student. Teacher, I asked you to draw a cow and grass, but I see only a blank paper. Where is grass? Student, the cow ate the grass, sir. Teacher, well, then where is the cow? Student, the cow was full and went away. Okay, friends, with this funny joke, we have finished this part and wait for next part. Thank you all for listening to me very carefully and thank you so much. Have a wonderful time.